In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and apply a material in Unreal Engine. Right-click in your content browser, go up and select New Folder, then name it. Double-click on your folder to go into it. If you locate your textures, hold Shift and select your albedo, your ambient occlusion, and your normal map. Then drag them into your content browser. If you right-click and select Material, double-click on it and it will bring up this window. Go up to the top right-hand corner and minimize this window. Shift select your textures and drag them into the materials window. To navigate, use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, then right-click and drag to move around. Select and drag the normal map to where it says normal. Drag the ambient occlusion to where it says ambient occlusion. And drag the albedo to where it says base color. Then left click and drag from where it says RGB and connect them. You can see in the display in the top left hand corner that the material is slightly shiny. So what we need to do is reduce this. So right click and search for constant. This gives us a value we can increase or decrease. Left click, drag and attach this to roughness. Go to the details panel on the left, then to value. Increase this value to make it more rough and less shiny. Save, then exit. If we select the mesh we want to add the material to, go to Details, then down to Materials, select the drop-down menu, then select our material. The material then should be added to the mesh. At a closer look, the bricks look slightly too small. We can adjust this in our material. So go back into your material, right click and search for Texture Coordinate. Connect this to where it says UV on each texture sample. Select your texture coordinate. Go into the details panel on the left. You can see where it says U tiling. Here you can scale it horizontally. And you can see where it says V tiling. This is where you can scale it vertically. If you increase this number, it will make the textures smaller. And if you decrease this number, it will make the textures larger. I'm going to lower mine both to 0.9. This will scale it equally and make the texture slightly larger. If we drag in a cube, right click and create another material, name it again. If you double click and go into the material, right click and search for Vector Parameter. Attach this to base color If you double click on this, you can change the colour. This will change the colour of our material. If you right click again and create a constant, then increase it in the details panel, then finally right click and search for multiply. Attach the vector parameter and the constant to multiply. So if we attach this to metallic, it gives the material a metal effect. If you hold Alt and left click where the node attaches, you can disconnect them. If you attach this to specular, select your constant, you can adjust to change the specularity. You can see by reducing the constant, the mesh looks flatter. If we detach it from specular and attach it to roughness, we can see it gets rid of some of the shine. If we detach them again and attach it to emissive, you can add a glow to the material. Again, you can adjust this with a constant. If you save and exit, select your cube, go into your details panel on the bottom right, down to material, then you can select your material and it will add it to the mesh.